The Arctic is a world of extremes, where ice stretches endlessly to the horizon, and survival depends on resilience, instinct, and sometimes sheer luck. In this unforgiving landscape, every creature fights for its place against the elements. But even in the coldest, most remote corners of the Earth, unexpected bonds can be formed. This is the story of an unlikely rescue, a testament to human kindness, and a reminder that even the smallest lives are worth saving. In the icy waters of Labrador, where the vast ocean meets towering glaciers, 3 seasoned fishermen embarked on what they believed would be just another day at sea. But destiny had other plans, leading them into an unforgettable encounter. One that would test their courage, compassion, and humanity. Before the first light of day broke over the horizon, Cliff Russell, Alan Russell, and Mallory Harrion were already preparing for their daily venture. Each of them carried out their tasks with precision, an unspoken rhythm born from years of experience. Mallory organized the fishing gear, checking the strength of the nets and ensuring that everything was in its place. Cliff and Alan meticulously inspected the boat, making sure every bolt was secure, the engine in peak condition, and that no detail was overlooked. With their final checks complete, the trio set sail, gliding away from the safety of the bay into the open Arctic waters. The biting cold wrapped around them like an invisible force, but they had long grown accustomed to these harsh conditions. Labrador's frozen landscape stretched endlessly before them, an untouched world of white and blue, where towering icebergs floated like silent giants, their glassy surfaces reflecting the soft golden hues of the rising sun. After hours of navigating the breathtaking yet unforgiving seascape, the crew finally spotted movement beneath the waves. A large school of fish shimmered below the surface, their sleek bodies darting through the icy waters like living silver. Excitement rippled through the team as they prepared their nets. The atmosphere on the boat became charged, almost electric, as they cast their lines with hopeful precision. Above them, seabirds circled in anticipation, waiting for their chance to steal a quick meal. Just as they focused on their catch, something unusual appeared on the misty horizon. A massive iceberg, larger than any they had seen that season, loomed ahead. The way it towered over the waves gave it an almost mythical presence, as if it were a frozen beast rising from the depths. Sunlight danced off its surface, casting a mesmerizing glow that captivated the fishermen. Intrigued by the sight, Mallory adjusted the boat's course, steering them toward the icy monolith. As they drew nearer, the temperature seemed to drop even further, and a hush fell over the crew. There was something hypnotic about the iceberg's sheer size and beauty, yet an unsettling feeling lingered beneath the awe. Something about it felt off. Then, amidst the smooth white expanse of the iceberg, a flicker of movement caught their eyes. Something was there. Something small, barely visible against the snow. Alan raised his binoculars, his breath hitching in his throat. "Look over there. Something's moving." His voice sliced through the eerie silence. Cliff and Mallory squinted toward the peak, and as their eyes adjusted, the truth became clear. Perched atop the ice was a tiny, trembling figure. A creature alone, far from land, trapped in a frozen abyss. It was an Arctic fox. The fox, no bigger than a house cat, stood precariously on the edge of the iceberg, its tiny paws sinking into the snow. It was clearly frightened, its body trembling from a combination of cold and exhaustion. Surrounding it, a flock of seagulls circled hungrily, their beady eyes locked onto the helpless creature. The fishermen immediately recognized the grim reality. The fox had no way off the iceberg, and if they didn't act fast, it would either succumb to the elements or become the bird's next meal. Mallory quickly sprang into action, grabbing a sturdy rope. "We have to get closer, but carefully," she instructed, her voice steady despite the urgency of the situation. The boat crept forward, inching toward the iceberg as the fox backed away in terror, teetering dangerously close to the edge. Any sudden movement could send it plunging into the freezing sea. Alan frowned. "It's too scared to come to us. We need to break off a piece of the ice, guide it toward the boat." Cliff nodded in agreement. But we have to be careful, not to startle it. The three of them worked quickly, chipping away at the iceberg in strategic places, hoping to create a controlled break. Every strike of their tools echoed ominously in the vast emptiness. With one final crack, the chunk of ice carrying the fox drifted closer to the boat. Mallory held her breath as she extended her hand, whispering softly to the frightened creature. For a tense moment, the fox hesitated. Then, as if sensing that these strangers meant no harm, it leaped into her arms. A wave of relief washed over the fishermen as they cradled the trembling animal, wrapping it in a warm cloth. It was safe. If this story of courage and kindness touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible tales. Until next time, stay inspired.